Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Nightlife, the Orzhov life gain deck that is out to take down the opponent simply by doing something as simple as gaining life. We have a token element that works towards filling our board as well as getting valuable card draw. We have removals to keep enemy men from taking too much off our life total. It's a careful balance of life gain and tokens, but we have the tools to make it work. We start off with a full set of Case of the Uneaten Feast, the 1 mana enchantment in white that gains us a life every time we have a creature enter play on our side. It might not seem like much, but this life gain is a critical element to our success. Not on my watch is a removal that will snipe an attacker and send them to Belize. Where they go, they aren't coming back. Skrelv's Hive is our token generator that kick out a lad at the beginning of each of our turns. It'll cost us a life every time we get a token, but that can easily be offset with only a single case. Once we get the opponent to 3 poison counters, all our lads will have lifelink, which will shift the course of a game. Feed the Cycle is a bit more removal. This time it can snipe opposing planeswalkers for as little as 2 mana. If we can't pay the forage cost, we can fire it off for 3 mana. Go for the Throat is another important removal that can take out the majority of men in the current standard for only 2 mana. It's been a staple since it arrived in standard and will continue to see play for as long as it remains legal. Lunar Convocation is a recent addition that will do multiple things for us during the course of a game. We can use it to draw a card at the cost of 2 mana and 2 life, at instant speed no less. And if we gained life during our turn, the opponent will lose 1 life. And if we gained and lost life during our turn, it'll generate a 1/1 bat token with flying. It's a special blend of abilities that can give us the edge on board, as well as accelerating our hand. Caretaker's Talent is the powerful token enabler that helps us fill the board with token men. The card draw is so effective, we likely will not want to have more than 2 of these in play at the same time, or we'll find ourselves running low on cards in our library by the end of the game. Enduring Tenacity is another key element to our deck. With it in play, the opponent will lose life for every point we gain. All we have to do is focus on gaining life, and this will deal damage to the opponent. The Enduring Glimmermen are resilient and will return to play as enchantments if they are hit with removal. The Invasion is a bit of recursion for anything that's gone to an early grave. And once we flip it over, it becomes the Broken Sky, an enchantment that generates a token with flying at the end of each of our turns. The Broken Sky will also give all our token men lifelink and +1 power, which for our deck is a very powerful effect. The Virtue is a powerful card that we will play out as removal early and late in the game. We can play it out to get men from any grave over to our side. When we use it as removal, we'll also gain 2 life, which could turn into pain for the opponent. For lands, we're playing 3 Mirex, the non-basic land that generates lads by tapping it along with 3 mana. 4 Fabled Passage, the land we can sacrifice to fetch out any basic land. 3 Shadowy Backstreet, the Orzhov Surveil land. 3 Restless Fortress, the Orzhov Man land that gains us 2 life when we attack with it. 6 Swamp, and 6 Plains. We did go up with the land count. The Shuffler hates this deck, and we've had entirely too many games where we get stuck on 2 or 3 lands. Even though we have plenty of cards we can play at 3 mana or less, getting stuck was costing us way too many games. With 25 lands, we've been better able to get to 4 mana or more. Playing the deck can be a huge source of frustration. As we mentioned, the Shuffler hates this deck, and even with 25 lands, there have been struggles. The early game should see us start setting up our board with a Hive, a Case, or even a Lunar Convocation or a Talent. Use removals carefully to hit critical men while we continue building our board. An Enduring Tenacity, once we have ways of gaining life, can accelerate the demise of the opponent. Through the mid-game and until the game ends, we'll want to focus on generating men and gaining card advantage as well as board advantage. The lads we generate from the Mirex can be huge, as they can be a source of gaining life, as well as adding to the lads we have on board. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is Caracas House. No, wait. It's Caracasa. As you say, bro. Put the knife down. Have we mentioned the Shuffler hates this deck? We get a Shuffler special to kick things off. We've got only a Mirex as our source for white, and we can only use it once. We do have a pair of removals we can fire off. You know what, let's give it a shot. The opponent is on the bat plan, which is fine. We've got multiple ways of dealing with their bat that we're not at all concerned. They come in, but we'll use a removal to snipe their bat and get our removal back. We'll land our Mirex and use it to play out a Fleshy. This earlier version of the deck played Fleshy, which we ended up taking out to make room for more lands. We placed the blame squarely on the Shuffler. That's a lot of looking without any follow-through. Come on, bro. Bring it. They play out a crap shooter, and they even gift us a card so they can snipe the Fleshy. We're playing the invasion for situations like this. Once we land the invasion, the Fleshy comes back in his larger form. They play out a Hydra, which normally would be rather scary, but we've got the Not on My Watch to snipe it and send it to Belize, where it won't be coming back and they won't get any treasure from it. The crap shooter is next. We've got to go, bro. Get gone, girl. That's a nice clean board. I like it. We get a talent, and we'll play it out right away. We already have a Mirex that can start the token generation and get this gravy train rolling. Hang on to your shorts, bro. We're going to heat this up. Amazingly, they go through their turn without any plays. That's giving us a chance to get set up. We get our Surveil land and we have another case on top. You know, I'm completely fine with that. Now we'll gain 2 life every time we get men on board. They beseech. Go find it, bro. Probably getting a sweeper, right? Knowing them, they're likely going for a bat. They've got no further plays, so we'll generate a lad token here. This will get the party started. Drawing that hive is absolutely huge. We've got a handful of good plays, but we can't make them all this turn. We'll start with the second case, but playing the invasion would be good here too. I was about to make a copy, but let's get in for a hit first. Then we can copy our lad and get another draw. Up next will be the hive, but wow, we got another talent in hand. This is a rare game. The Shuffler has not hated us. You know, that's what they went to get, but that's fine as we have a second talent in hand and we have the invasion as well. We'll get Fleshy back, but a case could be made to get the hive back as well. The hive and the talent are a match made in shark heaven. Should have saved that sweeper for when we got Fleshy back. Now all you can do is look at it. They play out a 7-point Hydra, but all that does is let us trade blows. It might as well not even be there. We'll send Fleshy in to get us the Broken Sky. It truly is broken. And we'll follow it up with our talent, which will draw us a card when the Broken Sky makes a token. Terminator is definitely worth taking out. We'll trade with the Hydra the rest of the game, but their cybernetic organism has got to go. Yeah, the Hydra is useless, bro. You can have it. We get an enduring tenacity, and that will be GG's. Behold the power of cheese. GG's, bro. Extra cheese. This is Strokes. No, wait, it's Stro BZ. Frodo went the other way, bro. Here's more proof the shuffler is out to get us. Another shuffler special, but at least this time we have 1 white and 2 black. The double talent is interesting if we get a way to make tokens. As we like to say around here, keep your pants on. Turn 2, done and over, and we're still looking for that third land. We might retire early if this keeps up for too long. There's only so much fight you can put up when our only plays are removals. No third land yet, and we were on the draw. Rather typical. A Hydra, well, we do have removals to throw down, so let's snipe it. We love giving out free trips to Belize. Pack your bags, Hydra. Maybe we'll beat them with a single hive and 2 lands. It's worth a shot. They have 3 lands more than we do now. Your Hydra is safe this time, but don't send it in again. Double Hydra and they're both coming in. We can send one to Belize at least. What is this, turn 6 or so? And we finally got a third land. I suppose it had to happen at some point. We'll pass the turn. We'll keep giving out free trips to all comers for now. Pack your bags, sir. Don't be late for your flight. They snipe a token. I detect fear. Can you smell it? That's a 4th land, ladies and sharkmen. We can play out a talent and be able to make a token right away. And suddenly Strokes over there is probably having a stroke. No plays, bro? Where's the 4th Hydra? You know what? Let's go for it. We'll take our tokens up a notch and get in for damages. The pain is real. It might be too late for a full-price fleshy. We've got 12 life to gain when we swing in with our lads. The boys like to party, and they do get a bit rowdy. We turned a 2-lander loss into a strong board position where they're going to need a sweeper to bail them out. Fleshy is not enough to change the tide. They realized the horror of their situation. They didn't even try to send the fleshy. For only 2 mana, we can snipe him. That's right. Get gone, girl. Put that under miracle. We got them when we were stuck on 2 for so long. GG's. This is Housemaster. No, wait, it's Horsemaster. No, wait, it's Huey's Omast ER. That has to be it. We've got a 4-lander for once, with a hive and a removal. We'll take it. Keep your pants on. All right, let's send in the hive. Call up all the lads, we're giving out free beer, and have them come on down to join the party. They manifest dread, but something went wrong. I don't feel any dread. All I see is dead men. They play out a blocker, which will stop the lads from going in for the moment. Once we build up a critical number, we'll start going in regardless of opposing blockers. We'll play out fleshy, and we'll have a blocker of our own to stop their men. They manifest dread yet again, but I don't feel any dread at all. Keep trying, bro. It's a trick. They flip their pancake, and it's Jennifer. This is one of those oddball decks I've been hearing about. Free cloaks for everyone. When we asked if the face-down mechanic was any good, this guy took it as a challenge. One of their men has got to go. Out of the 2 we can snipe. I think we should hit the one we don't know. Call it fear of the unknown. And their guy was a portal. We took out a portal. They get another guy, and they flip it right away. And surprise, surprise, it's another portal. We'll sacrifice this lad, and mysteriously, our fleshy. Did we oopsie poopsie? Let's land the invasion and get back our fleshy. Their portal delayed us, but that's all. They've gotten a whole 3 lands this game. That's probably what they started out with. This is going to be a long stalemate. Let's test their sanity. We'll throw down with Fleshy and see how they block. They block up like champs. As a quick note, we probably could have held off attacking until next time when we could play out the second Enduring Tenacity. That way, we could deal double the damage from the life we gain. They get our Fleshy as expected. but don't send any men. We draw a talent and we'll put it to good use. Let's copy a lad and start getting extra draws. If we're going to take 8 from Fleshy, let's at least take it on his way out. This way, they don't get the life either. We'll block up their cloaked guy. That's a fine trade, as we will get the enduring tenacity back as an enchantment. We get another hive, but this turn, our play has to be the second tenacity and pumping our lads. The free beer has gotten to them and made them brave. Get in there, lads. One of our lads gets through and 2 of them die, but we've put some fear into them. All we need is for the lads to get lifelink, and we can take this game. Everything was looking good, but somehow I don't think that mill guy belongs in the deck. It's a little bit out of place. Shenanigans? I guess we'll be getting milled then? That's a third hive and a removal. Unfortunately, I don't see a clear line here. They have enough power on board that we should be toast if they send everything and we only have 1 blocker. An alternate strategy here would be to fire up a manland and send it in. That would be 6 damage, and then we can do that again on our next turn to take them down. But with only 1 blocker, we'll have trouble handling their team if they come in. Instead, we'll flood the board. It'll be 3 tokens every turn, and they won't have enough men to block everything. You have to fight insanity with insanity. We'll wait to use our removal until after they swing in. Let's see how many blockers they decide to tap before we fire off our removal. They send in only 2 men. We can defend this without any loss of life, or we can take the opportunity to take out a blocker. And I think I like that idea better. We'll snipe one of their untapped men, so we'll be better able to get through for hits. Their 2-man attack won't kill us, so we only need to survive to be able to fire back. unfortunately, their cloaked guy is yet another portal. We'll lose another 3 lads. Our team looks rather depleted now. We'll get in with a land and the remaining lads. That portal definitely ruined what would have been a killing shot, but no use scrying over spilled men. They can take our men, but they'll never take our freedom. Just swing in, bro. We can't block. They're still playing out cards like we're in the early game. I really want to snipe their 2-2 as our last act of defiance, but if they have another portal, we can't be more done than we already are. Let's take out their mill guy instead. Wait a minute, what did they do? We're taking our turn? That's unbelievable. They gave this one away, no Jedi mind trick required. Before they catch on, let's fire up our manland and get in there. GG's, bro, thanks for the W. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.